Starsand Island opens calmly, inviting rest instead of conflict. Set on a sunlit shore, the player guides a quiet newcomer rebuilding life through care, craft, and connection. Days move at an easy rhythm, balancing exploration, tending, and small goals that reward focus without pressure. Beneath the relaxed surface, growth systems, personal areas, and optional routes add lasting motivation and room to specialize. Soft colors and warm music reinforce the sense of place and steady progress. Starsand Island feels like a complete, so very rewarding journey.
It makes me truly feel that I'm alive.
Ancient ruins and quiet seas set a thoughtful tone in Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. This single-player RPG follows a steady young adventurer restoring lost lands and forgotten histories through resolve, not spectacle. Combat flows at a calm, rewarding pace, favoring smart planning and measured risk. Beneath the surface sits rich progression, flexible vocations, hidden routes, and long-term growth that rewards. Warm visuals and one gentle soundtrack support exploration, shaping a journey that feels complete, rewarding, and deeply worthwhile over time. Lovish channels classic arcade energy through fast rooms, bold monsters, and a heroic tone rooted in old-school fantasy. Sir Solomon charges into a shifting demon fortress, driven by resolve and quick thinking rather than brute force. Play flows through tight combat bursts, smart risk choices, and steady momentum that rewards focus. Beneath the surface sit layered upgrades, item synergies, and branching routes that reshape each run. Pixel art pops with clarity, while the soundtrack keeps urgency high without noise. Lovish stands as one rewarding journey. Neon-lit futures collide with razor-sharp combat in BlazBlue Entropy Effect, a fast, focused action roguelite with weight behind every strike. The story frames a lone fighter navigating fractured timelines, driven by resolve more than spectacle. Battles move with clean rhythm, rewarding patience, spacing, and smart risk as runs build momentum. Beneath the surface sits a layered web of upgrades, branching routes, and evolving builds that keep returns fresh. Clean visuals and steady music support the tempo. It stands as a polished journey worth mastering. Moonlight filters through hidden corners, giving the DLC a quiet, mysterious charm. Lil Gator returns to familiar streets and forests, now layered with new challenges that test timing and observation. The pace feels deliberate, encouraging exploration while keeping momentum smooth. Additional collectibles, secret paths, and subtle upgrades deepen engagement, rewarding patient play. Gentle visuals and an evocative soundtrack enhance each discovery. This DLC enriches the base game, offering a thoughtful, fulfilling extension to the adventure. A serene yet urgent world sets the stage for Calamity Angel's special delivery, where precision and timing shape every choice. Players guide a determined courier through layered environments, balancing swift movement with careful planning. Challenges evolve naturally, rewarding skill and thoughtful strategy. Hidden shortcuts, collectible upgrades, and subtle environmental storytelling enrich exploration. Soft, melodic visuals and music enhance focus, creating a satisfying rhythm. Every delivery feels purposeful, making the journey engaging and worthwhile. A gentle magic pulses through the twisting streets of WiZmans World Re, where a clever apprentice navigates challenges with careful thought and nimble timing. Each encounter flows naturally, blending strategy and reflex in a satisfying rhythm. Optional trials, hidden paths, and progression systems reveal layers of depth for curious players. Subtle visual details and a calming soundtrack enhance immersion, making exploration rewarding. Every moment feels purposeful, crafting a journey that is both engaging and fully realized. Death Howl frames its world with quiet menace, blending gothic tones with measured tension. The player guides a lone hunter shaped by resolve rather than rage, moving through cursed lands where every choice matters. Combat feels deliberate, tight timing and awareness while keeping momentum steady. Beneath the surface, layered progression, build paths, and optional routes invite thoughtful mastery. Moody art direction and restrained music support the atmosphere without distraction. By the end, Death Howl stands as a focused journey worth finishing and satisfying. Love Eternal casts romance against quiet ruins and fading promises, setting a calm yet stirring tone. The story follows a reserved wanderer who guides lost souls through fractured memories. Play centers on steady exploration, gentle puzzles, and thoughtful choices that reward patience and attention. Progression layers new abilities, subtle routes, and optional scenes that invite return visits. Soft lighting, painterly backdrops, and a restrained score reinforce its reflective mood. It stands as a complete and satisfying journey worth savoring slowly too. Rainy streets and quiet danger shape City Hunter's steady pulse. Set in a modern urban maze, it follows a sharp-eyed tracker who solves jobs through patience and nerve. Each mission flows between scouting, pursuit, and decisive action, with tension rising through smart pacing and fair challenge. Beneath the surface, upgrades, gear tuning, and branching routes reward planning and return visits. Clean visuals and a restrained soundtrack sharpen focus without distraction. City Hunter stands as a confident, complete journey that respects skill and curiosity. Lightning cuts through pixel skies once more. A lone pilot defends Earth from an alien armada across 5 refined shooters. Gameplay is fluid and ferocious, demanding precise movement through dense fields of enemy fire. Mastery reveals subtle scoring tactics, elaborate hidden crafts, and branching mission routes that reward dedicated study. Driving chiptune melodies sustain the relentless tempo, complementing each screen's controlled chaos. This collection distills arcade perfection into an enduring test of reflex and strategy. High above the clouds, a quiet kingdom tests patience, planning, and nerve. Laysara casts the player as a careful ruler rebuilding a mountain realm where every terrace, bridge, and path must be earned. The loop moves with steady rhythm, asking for thoughtful placement, resource balance, and long-term foresight while tension rises with each risky ascent. Beneath the calm surface sit branching routes, evolving tools, and subtle choices that reward repeat play. Soft colors and measured music reinforce the reflective pace. It feels complete and very balanced.
Mario Tennis game yet? Mario Tennis!
A vibrant tournament energy electrifies the court. Mario leads a roster of athletes in matches blending intuitive rallies with spectacular court-altering shots. Gameplay finds a brisk cadence, rewarding positioning and well-timed returns that transition seamlessly into offensive plays. Mastering each character's unique techniques and unlocking alternative courts provides lasting engagement beyond simple matches. The bright, fluid animation and spirited soundtrack perfectly complement the dynamic physicality on display. This title delivers a focused and polished athletic contest with considerable charm.
When the moment comes, unleash this explosive shot.
Eerie tranquility rests within a world of fragmented creatures. A lone restorer revives dormant beings by solving the anatomical puzzles of their scattered remains. Gameplay offers a thoughtful, tactile pace of discovery, analysis, and careful reconstruction that yields deeply satisfying results. Evolving biome restoration and intricate ecosystem interactions provide substantial long-term purpose beyond individual specimens. The subdued organic art style and delicate soundscape meaningfully enhance the serene tone of Reclamation. This experience stands as a cohesive and quietly rewarding venture into restorative creation. High-octane roads stretch across sunlit landscapes as precision driving takes center stage. Players step into the role of a rising racer, mastering vehicles with subtle handling nuances and smooth, responsive controls. Races build rhythm through tight curves, overtakes, and tactical speed management, while car upgrades and hidden events add layers of strategy. Each course rewards patience and skill, and the attention to detail in vehicle design and track variety enhances immersion. The result is a polished racing challenge that invites repeated mastery. Ys 10 Proud Nordics immerses players in a frozen realm where courage meets cunning. The protagonist, a disciplined warrior, navigates sprawling landscapes and shifting battlefields with precision. Combat flows smoothly, balancing speed and strategy, while hidden pathways and skill progression reward attentive exploration. Subtle environmental details and a stirring soundtrack enrich each encounter, creating layers of depth. With careful pacing and meaningful choices, the game offers a fully realized experience that feels complete and engaging.
Evil spirits, hunting and killing anyone they
A
could.
storm of emotion drives Tales of Berseria Remastered, set in a world of shadows and unrest. Velvet, fierce and determined, navigates a path shaped by choice and consequence. Combat flows with sharp rhythm, rewarding timing and strategy while offering varied approaches for mastery. Exploration uncovers hidden challenges, rare upgrades, and subtle character growth. The art and score enrich every encounter, making each battle and discovery feel deliberate. A compelling adventure unfolds with depth and refinement.
I'm a Therian, but I'll never give up, no matter how many.
Too bad.
Borderlands 4 steps into a louder, stranger frontier where ambition meets chaos with confidence. Set across fractured worlds, it casts players as a vault hunter driven by skill, style, and smart choices. Combat moves with punchy rhythm, rewarding timing and positioning while keeping momentum high. Beneath the surface, deep builds, flexible gear paths, and clever challenges invite steady mastery and replay. The bold art direction and pulsing soundtrack support the tone without stealing focus. It stands as a complete, solid game that rewards growth ahead.
Me? Never.
Resident Evil Requiem sets a somber tone, leaning into isolation, tension, and quiet dread. Set in a ruined city scarred by unseen outbreaks, the protagonist acts as a measured survivor, driven more by caution than bravado. Exploration flows in deliberate beats, mixing pressure, planning, and steady progression. Beneath the surface lie upgrade paths, adaptive gear choices, and routes that reward return visits. Moody lighting and restrained music heighten every encounter. The result is a focused, satisfying campaign that respects player skill and value. Steel and chaos rule a future where racing means survival, not trophies. The driver is a ruthless competitor, chasing dominance through wrecked cities and hostile arenas. Every match flows with heavy momentum, sharp turns, and constant pressure, rewarding control as much as nerve. Beneath the carnage sits steady progression, vehicle tuning, secret routes, and modes that stay engaging long after the first victory. The bold art direction and pounding soundtrack strengthen the atmosphere without distraction. Carmageddon, Rogue Shift rewards steady mastery,